Hello, students, faculty, staff, and Round Top families. Welcome to today's edition of Wing TV. This has been pre-recorded at our Aviator Control Tower here at Round Top Elementary. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, and here are your announcements for today. Students, you may have noticed that I have on an Avid shirt today, but if you take a look, you'll notice that this is actually not the front, it's the back, and I have my tag up here because today is Backwards Day. We are continuing to celebrate the PTO's virtual Spirit Week. I've seen a couple of pictures online of students celebrating Backwards Day. Shout out to Micah Foster, whose mom has been tweeting his participation in Spirit Week each and every day. I'm looking forward to seeing other students and families participate as well. So I'll be looking out on social media for your pictures. Tomorrow is going to be Selfie Day, so let's get ready. I know lots of us are very good at taking selfies, and I'm looking forward to seeing those. Parents, today is the end of day 5 of our distance learning. As a reminder, we began handing out packets on last Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday was actually the first day of distance learning once we got those packets out. So today you should just be ending day 5 of that distance learning packet. Remember that distance learning packet has more than enough to accommodate all students over last week and for the remainder of this week. Parents, if you find that there are missing papers, you have the option to download and print those individual papers using that email link that was sent to you on last week. You can email myself or Mr. Shermer or Ms. Tucker, and we can make those copies for you and make arrangements for you to come pick them up at the school. And your third option, which is probably the easiest option, is to look at those papers online and have your students to respond on notebook paper. Just attach that notebook paper, make sure that your student writes the name of the assignment at the top with their name and their date, and include it in your packet when we return to school so that you can get credit. If you have any questions about any of these assignments, please remember that you are going to contact your teachers directly during their office hours. That's Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and again from 2:30 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Parents, please be mindful to seek information about the day that is current in the distance learning packet. So for example, if today is day 5, we should not have students already working on day 9 because the intent of these packets is to provide work each day, but those days do not include Saturday and Sunday, and teachers are keeping up with those days, and so they are going to be responding to parent questions during those office hours as they are going through the packets themselves each day. So speaking of this distance learning process, parents, I hope that you have taken the time to read all of those Avid Tip emails that I've been sending out to all of our parents. The purpose of the Avid Tips for Parents is to assist you in the teaching process at home. So these Avid Tips that I'm sharing with parents, these are actually strategies that teachers use here at school each and every day in kindergarten, well actually starting from child development all the way through 5th grade. And so the tips that I'm sharing with you, these are common tips that teachers are using across the building in every grade. These are tips that you can use every single day for every single subject or content area. It really doesn't matter what the assignment is, you should be able to use those strategies to help your students. In addition, your students know these strategies because they've used them in class, so this should provide some common language to assist you in helping your children to understand using the strategies that their teachers have previously taught them before. So far students, the Avid strategies that I've taught your parents, I've taught them about, quick writes and quick draws. I taught them about slant. They've received an email about think, ink, pair, share, the close read strategy, and the last Avid Tip email that I sent to parents was about call and response. That might be one of our favorite ones. So an example of that, if I were to say mac and cheese, parents, I hope that you enjoyed that 3 seconds where your students had to freeze. That's an example of a call and response. I call, giving a direction to students, and students respond either by saying something or by demonstrating an action. So for example, mac and cheese, everybody freeze. The intent behind that call and response is to have students stop what they're doing so that they can listen to the teacher for instructions, clarification, or more information. So, continuing with our announcements. Another announcement that you've probably already seen in the news. Yesterday, the governor of South Carolina announced that all schools will remain closed until April 30th. So parents, obviously that means that the distance learning packets that we've provided will not be enough. However, our district is working on a plan to provide additional information and additional learning opportunities for students for the weeks to come. Today you should have received a technology survey via email from Shirley Master-Michaelis. This information is going to be reviewed by our technology learning coach, Ms. McMacken. We need for every single parent in grades 2nd through 5th. Again, if you are a parent of a student who is in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, we need you to answer that survey immediately. Even if you already have a Chromebook at home, we are asking parents to complete this survey. In the event that you have a Chromebook at home, I need for you to understand that we will likely issue a school device to every single student. The reason being that our school devices already have pre-installed apps that students are accustomed to using each and every day, and we want to make this transition to e-learning as simple as possible, meaning we don't want to encumber parents with the task of having to install apps or programs onto their devices at home when we already have those programs and apps installed on the devices here at school. We want to make sure that students have devices that are compatible with the programs that we're used to using. So again, every single parent of 2nd through 5th grade students, please make sure that you respond to that technology survey today. The process about Chromebook distribution and our e-learning will be forthcoming. Please be patient. In the meantime, we are working very hard on making sure that this process is very simple for you on your end. We're asking that you please exercise patience and flexibility to allow us to get ourselves organized on this end so that we can begin that e-learning process after the 10 days of distance learning information or distance learning lessons that have been provided to you. So again, we're finishing day 5 of distance learning, so we should have several more days of distance learning work in those packets that you can complete while we get ourselves prepared for that e-learning. Okay, so additional announcements for today. We're going to have an airmail update by Ms. McNair. She'll be joining us soon on Wing TV, as well as, you guessed it, Mr. Shermer. He is providing our Brain Break Challenge update as well as our jokes for the day. This is Ms. Bennett signing off.
Hello, Round Top Aviators. It's me, Mrs. McNair, coming to you from quarantine to share our airmail updates for the week of March 23rd. During our last Wing TV broadcast, the airmail staff shared that we delivered 2,040 letters. This means we still need to write 460 letters. To reach our goal, we're going to use email. 3rd through 5th grade students can use their Richland 2 email accounts. K through 2nd grade students can ask their parents to help by using their home accounts. These are the directions and the steps we will follow. Step 1, 3rd through 5th grade students enter a classmate or teacher's name. K through 2nd grade students write to your teachers. Step 2, CC copy the email to Paula Houston McNair so we can count your letters. And that would be pmcnair@richland2.org. Step 3, the title of the subject should read Airmail. Step 4, write a friendly letter following Richland 2's responsible use policy. Step 5, sign your letter using your first and last name to be entered into a prize drawing. We need each student to write 1 letter to reach our goal. And with that, we want all of you to be safe and remember, yeah, Ain't no party like an airmail party, cause the airmail party don't stop. So get a pencil and get some paper and write. That's right. You guys be safe and we'll see you soon.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Shermer. I got a couple things I'm going to tell you, and then of course I'll end with a couple of jokes for you as well. My first thing I want to say is hopefully everybody's having an outstanding day and that we're doing our personal best no matter what we're doing at home right now. If it's working on some schoolwork, if it's doing some physical activity, if it's reading a book, whatever it is, make sure you're always doing your personal best, okay? Even if it's playing a board game, okay? Always do your personal best each day, every minute of each day, like we do here at school each day, okay? I know you guys are making all of us teachers, faculty, and staff here at Round Top very proud because you're doing your personal best and you're showing everyone that you can do it outside of school as well. So great job and keep it up, and don't forget, always do your personal best. Secondly, I posted on my Twitter at Shermer RTE a brain break challenge, okay? I challenged Mr. Lewis and all of our community here at RTE to complete this challenge. It is a climbing of the stairs in your house challenge. And if you don't have stairs in your house, you could always put a chair up and pretend there's stairs, and every time you step up on a chair, it could be like one step, and you could say like 12 or 13 stairs could be a step or a flight of stairs. But complete that challenge. If you haven't seen it yet, go to RTE. Okay, Miss Tucker also retweeted it so you can see Mr. Lewis accepted my challenge and he completed it and he beat my time. So congratulations to Mr. Lewis. And we've had, I think, 5 other students complete it as well, and they all did their personal best. So I'm proud of all of them. So let's see how many students we can get to complete the Brain Break Challenge, and I'll give another one out later this week as well. But let's see how many we can do with this stair challenge, climbing up and down it, okay? Other than that, I'll finish with my jokes. The first joke was actually given to me by our famous 5th grade teacher, Miss Neal. She sent this joke to me yesterday, and I appreciated that. All right, here's the joke from Miss Neal. What do you call a monkey when you take its banana? What do you call a monkey when you take its banana? Any guesses? Think about it. Not Curious George, but Furious George, because he's upset because you took his banana. Thank you, Miss Neal, for providing us with that joke. Thank you. All right, here's 2 other jokes, and we're going to go on with another sort of character of Mickey Mouse. So these are 2 Mickey Mouse jokes here. Why did Mickey Mouse take a trip into space? Why did Mickey Mouse take a trip into space? Think about it. All right. There's no planets, but it used to be a planet because he wanted to find Pluto. Pluto's a dog that he hangs out with. So he wanted to go to space to find Pluto. All right, the last one. What kind of car does Mickey Mouse's wife drive? What kind of car does Mickey Mouse's wife drive? Think about it. A minivan. Like Minnie Mouse, minivan. All right, don't forget, complete that brain break challenge I did for you. Create some of maybe your own jokes as well. Don't forget, spread joy through these jokes with your family members, or create your own, or think of your own and tell your family members. But most importantly, make sure you're doing your personal best no matter what it is. Even if we're outside of school, you still do your personal best. All right, hopefully we can see everyone soon in one way or the other. I know it's going to be some time off, but don't forget, we're always thinking about you, and we're going to stay strong here at RTE together, no matter if we're together or just thinking through each other. All right, everyone have an outstanding day.